Hello there, we're making another rocket. This time we're making it with a bigger D engine instead of a C6. Now what we're going to do is we're going to just put this thing together and then we're going to go out and launch it. We don't have too much time, so I'll just show you the highlights. Same as last time. Take engine, put in tube. Take engine, put in tube with cardboard. Wrap cardboard around, glue gun, burn finger like last time. We've got the cardboard strip. What should be an Olympic? Oh my god. I no longer my fingers. Oh, hey. You know, I was going to start gluing this to the, engine, and then I realized something. I never plugged in the glue gun. Organ.
Did you get that?
No, but I could just make it like a video titled Sir Speedo is incredibly racist. I have literally covered my fingers in hot glue. Ow. I got the toilet paper for the rocket. This will be used as padding to go on the inside. No! My camera! No! You're black.
Everybody say hi, Bingus. You're in a cloud. Oh. Nice and clear now. This is Bingus. Everybody say hi, Bingus. Something's burning.
It's probably me, or maybe the glue gun. Actually, I can almost guarantee you that it's the glue gun. You ready?
The glue gun.
I wish you were recording that.
No.
But you won't know, because we weren't recording!
Now that it looks like we've made something from an ancient Navajo tribe, we're gonna have to put on the fins. Okay, so we have to get the sheet metal for the fins. What was that? What was that? What are you throwing? Oh! What the heck? Okay, so we finished up the rocket, and get this, you know, you can see this here, right? Yeah, this thing actually is horrifyingly scary. We're gonna go off and light it now, so this should be a good time. Yeah! The thought of this both excites me and horrifies me, but I love doing this. This is great. Are you ready to launch a rocket? All right, I'm letting him launch it again this time. I was gonna launch it, but I realized we have some really big engines, so I'm gonna launch the next one. So this should be good. You may begin whenever you want.
3, 2, 1.
Oh boy, and off we go. We should probably go back a bit, because this one's a much bigger engine with a higher chance of going, what's the word I'm looking for? High up. Oh my gosh, we actually made a good rocket. Oh my god, no! No! Normally I would hate going into the woods. That was so good. I'm going in there to get it. Things are looking bleak, but we're trying. So here's the thing, this whole property here is like a completely different area. It went into the worst possible spot that it could have gone in. And what? Oh no. Lead the way, my good sir. We are looking over to that palm tree and this big pine. And then we're gonna go right between that. It should be right in that little area there. I think this is the closest to an actual adventure we've ever properly gotten. And the tree's right there, palm tree's there. We should be fairly close. A shame it is, but it seems that this brush is actually too thick for us to get through. Sad times, but we do have more tube and we do have more toilet paper and stuff like that. So we'll at least be able to make another one that, I mean, honestly, it'll be bigger than the last one too, so we should be good to make something absolutely giant later. Okay, this time I'm going to time-lapse it, so just so we know we have time, not too much time, but we have time enough to think to make a new one, so this time what we're going to do is we're going to actually take a Mentos tube, the big one that I had, and we're gonna make a rocket out of that, so I'm gonna time-lapse this whole thing so you can see it, so it should be fun.
Yeah, hello, this is the voiceover for the rocket building bit. We're doing the whole thing now where Sir Speedo is literally sitting there for essentially the entire time, not doing nothing. We're talking the whole time. See, I'm more of the craftsman, thing here. He's like the chaotic evil that is within the video, and that's honestly pretty fine by me because it honestly adds a little bit of entertainment to the video. And I know I have chaos just like radiating from me, but he kind of has that too. It's like just the dynamic duo, you know. But we pretty much just took, you know, nose cone, made it out of paper, and then took the Mentos bottle, and then we just took that, put stuff inside of it, made Big Engine, put it in there, and I'd say it went fairly well. And, well, you know, honestly, he kind of just picked up the camera and, like, stuck his leg directly in front of it. I don't know what he was doing there. I completely forgot. But, you know, he tried to talk to the camera several times during this. I couldn't tell you why, considering we're doing a time-lapse, but, I mean, you know what? It was a good time, at least. After the fiasco yesterday, he ended up leaving after we made parts of the rocket, and then after that time-lapse bit, I ended up finishing it, like, later at night, and now we're gonna go launch this off. This is the Mentos rocket. It is great, and, you know, it's gonna be kind of like, you know, one of those Coke and Mento rockets, except this time, we're pyrotechnic. So we're walking down to the end of my neighborhood now so that we don't have to deal with it going into that property before, which is a little ways back there. But we're actually going down this way, which should go down to a huge field at the end there, which we will be able to launch this at, and hopefully, because the wind is going in the direction of these houses, it'll actually be able to go up and then probably land in like one of these fields here. So, good rocket. So now we're down pretty much at the end here. We got our little pole thing set up and, okay, great. And now that we're down here, we pretty much have a good area to do it. I think, you know, the rocket's angled in such a way that it'll probably go up and then over down there, where I'm pretty sure it'll actually land in one of those fields over there in that area. It's pretty well angled, I think. So I think that this is going to work well. What do you think?
Yeah. Are we able to show mass genocide against ants on YouTube?
Maybe? Oh, I'm still recording. What a glorious day to be out here once again. You ready to light it off? Go right ahead whenever you need to. See, also the Mr. Clean Space program, you know, it's not just about going to space. It's about the experiences that we have along the way, such as, what is it called? Big Rocket, you know? And honestly, they're always pretty good. Oh! Okay. Okay. Alright. Looks like it'll live to see another day. That wasn't the best launch, so we'll have to do another one. But
little did I know that this next launch would be the
good?
best one that we've recorded yet.
We're gonna have to redo this fin.
I can bend it back, we'll be fine. Thing is, we spent about 10 minutes out there looking for this pole thing because it fell over and it's near impossible to find these things, but luckily we were able to track it down with the video, and we're gonna go back and we're going to reload the engine, and we're going to bend back that fin that was completely bent up. And I think it should be fine. Aside from that, we're just going to need to cut down this pole a bit, because I think that's what made the thing literally do front flips. So, yeah. Hey, we're doing a thing now that he had the idea, and, like, one, like, ongoing joke between him and I is a thing where we say, let's try it. Should we try it? And a lot of the times we can't actually do that. This time, however, we can actually try this. We're not realizing that this might just be the exact diameter to fit these two engines in here, like, horizontally.
And a Sprite cranberry?
What's to end the clip there?
The answer is clear.
So the way I propose we do this is I'm going to take some of my clay tools and everything, and then we should be able to, like, take out most of the, like, cardboard and the engine here. Because, I mean, honestly, it's not really stuck in there with much. It's actually stuck in here with a single line of hot glue with some hot glue over the top. It's not much. So we should theoretically be able to just pull this out after I cut the glue. Because the only thing actually holding this inside of the actual, you know, rocket body is just a thin line of hot glue. But luckily that actually is strong enough to hold it in there when it's launching. But my thought process here is, if we can, you know, take that whole thing out, we can just cram these in, hot glue them in, and use 2 fuses to put them in there. Oh, good. I recommend to get, you know, they can't see your face. Oh no. Okay. welcome back. Yeah, so we're gonna take this, right, and then we're going to just kind of take out the rest of the cardboard, as I was saying, and it seems to be working pretty well right now. There's only one real area that's actually causing me trouble, and that's just because there's thicker hot glue. But theoretically, we should just be able to take this with pliers and kind of just pull it out, I think. So, yeah, let's try that.
They're from Detroit, Michigan. Look at Chad. Chad stamp.
After a few minutes of trying, I have some good news. It is now out.
What's in there?
Rocks. I got the hot glue gun out now, so we're ready to... So the idea is we're going to stick these two engines together pretty much completely. I'm not realizing the D12.3 and the D12.5, they're essentially exactly the same. Like, I don't know what's really that different about these. I mean, maybe the clay plug is thinner. I couldn't tell you. Oh, no, okay, it's further down by a tiny bit. That's it, though. It's the same size engine, so it should be perfect for what we need. I'm just going to run a line of hot glue right across the width of this, or length of it, and then what we do, take another one, stick it right on top of it, and now we have got something great. Should be good now if we just take the glue and then put it on the edge of it. Yeah, you know, I think don't ever do this at home. Honestly, this is just like you know, it's a fun concept for sure.
You can do it at home, just don't credit us. Like, death is imminent, you can make it happen a bit quicker. Yeah. Quote me. You just like toss Chad down the garbage, or not the garbage chute, the laundry chute.
That would be a terrible idea, because then we wouldn't have Chad anymore. We don't want that. No! Luckily, what we actually have now is we have toilet paper that we're going to stuff inside the little gaps between these two engines, and, well, that should be enough to bring us to the moon. So, anything else to add?
No. Thyroid cancer. Did you know that Chad is a swastika now?
Aside from that, I'm now realizing something. This is going to be... So we made a double fuse, so we're going to end up putting this in the bottom of the rocket, and then it will actually go through, and then we light it from one end, and then it goes off, and, well, it goes into the top of the rocket. It's two fuses taped together.
Let's get to walking.
We're on our way back down over there, and it couldn't be more perfectly timed. The sun is setting. It's going to look great if this thing actually goes up. I don't know how two engines is going to fare on this thing, but, I mean, hey, it'll be fun. There's some birds in the area. They should probably move, for they're about to see something they've never experienced before. I'm sure they'll move out of the way in the area, because we're walking closer, but, regardless, this is going to be great. Okay, so we got the rocket here, right? We have our fuse set up. We have it all down there. It should be good. You have him with the blowtorch, so
Again.
Let's get started, shall we? As ready as I can be. Okay. This should be, well, interesting to say the least. Oh! Chad! My man!
Oh my God!
Oh my goodness! What?
Oh my God!
Yes! Okay, we need to go check right now, immediately, right now. Come on, let's go. It's somewhere over here, maybe in the water, maybe not. We'll find out. So apparently it actually did go into the water, very far away. But luckily, it's apparently on the edge of the bank, so we can go up and grab it. Wow! A sad day, of course, but it seems that Chad is no longer with us. He's now at the bottom of the river, or lake, rather. And you know what? I would be sad, but I'm very proud that that happened. You know, the rocket went incredibly well, and I'll end up getting another one in memorial for him. But, you know, that was, very fun, I will say. It's the day after, and although we don't have very high expectations, we're going back over to the lake to see if Chad might have actually floated back up onto the shore.
What would happen if we, like, strapped Chad to our next idea? like the thing.
Yeah, the
that's
thing?
going to fall off of our next idea.
I think that's
at 1,000 feet.
I'm not saying what this idea is. It'll be on another future episode of the Mr. Clean Space program. But, needless to say, I think it'll be a good video, you know. This thing will go high. That's my point. We're now on our way over to the lake, and I don't really think we will find anything, but I do have hopes. I'm hoping that maybe the tape wore off and Chad actually floated up to the surface, because we didn't really use the strongest tape, you know, this stuff was just clear tape, so hopefully it did. If not, though, it's okay. I mean, he died for a notable cause, and if, you know, we don't see him, we will show where the next launch site will be so that we have much more room for our new idea. Down at the shore, I don't really see anything that can be Chad-like, but if I do recall, the rocket did land somewhere around this area. It landed fairly close to the house. I know it did land in the water based on what they said, but if it's here, it should be close by. As we pretty much expected, there's nothing down here, and if he is here, he's probably literally less than 40 feet away from us. He's probably, like, I'm pretty sure it actually landed literally right there, but we can't exactly go in there because, well, we don't really know what's down there, so shame it is. Luckily, though, we do have the other launch site, which is a bit down that way, so we're gonna go check that out, and hopefully it's a bigger area than I first thought, which is already pretty big as it is. So I think I looked over and saw that there was actually water over this little ridge here, which that's sad if it is. If not, we can still launch it in this neighborhood, of course, because, I mean, you know, it's a lot of land, but the thing is that it would be kind of sad if this area is truly, like, filled with water, which I think it is. But then again, we could always just play rocket hopscotch, where we launch it from one area to another over the lakes. So, I mean, hey, you know, there's always that. So, as it turns out, yeah, that there is water there. That's fine, though, because he just found a piece of wood in the sand. And, well, as they always say, if the wood's sanding, well, you know the rest. It seems you're at least having fun out here. What's your whole opinion on the rocket situation? Like, do you have any thoughts?
Quote me.
Anyway, that wraps it up. That about does it. Launching rockets is very fun. We have some good projects planned for the future, and this is video number 100. Oh, right. Did I mention that? This is video number 100 on the channel. I figured I'd make it something nice, something big. That would be an enjoyable thing to watch. So, in short, that was a good time. So get this. I actually just found out one little trick about iMovie that I never knew that I could do up until this point, just by looking through what I could do with the video settings. And I'm doing this now at the last clip because I feel it'll be something fun for a you know, future video. And I thought, why not just do it at the start, you know, at the end of the 100th video, you know, just as a kind of little thing to show what 2021 has to offer. So let me show you this. So honestly, I think that
It was the funniest thing today. I was like outside and I saw this like bird on the side of the road and it was like moving around and it flew away and I thought, man, that's just great. Like, who invented the birds? Like, come on now. It's like someone said it out at the beginning, they made the bird. It's just that birds, they're just such weird things, okay? They're such odd animals. They're so like weird and pretentious, acting like they're better than you, being loud and all that. Like, now come on, get real.
Good time.